has been reported where a SpiceJet passenger has accused an Air India Express pilot, Virendra, of physically assaulting him. And when he objected to the pilot cutting off the boarding queue, the passenger, identified as Ankit Devan, has posted a photo on X which shows his bloodied face. He says that the pilot assaulted him in front of his 7-year-old daughter, and which has left her traumatized. Let's take you through exactly when it comes to the claims that have been made on part of the passenger and the pictures that have now been shared of what exactly happened with the passenger identified as Ankit Devan. Now, the claim has been made that the AI Express pilot physically assaulted him. He also further says that he called out an express pilot for cutting the queue, and thereafter saying that the captain Virendra, who's been identified as the pilot, started to verbally abuse him. And after that, not just verbally, then started to physically assault him as well. And the assault happened in front of his 7-year-old daughter. Now, what is being said in this entire scenario, the individual, the passenger, says that he is now left traumatized and scared. He was called unpad or uneducated by the Air India Express pilot. And thereafter, another claim saying that he was forced to write a letter on non-escalating the matter further. This has been the passenger and his account that in the ordeal that he had to go through, allegedly being assaulted by the Air India Express pilot. Now, when we speak of these pictures that have come in, the Air India Express has grounded the accused pilot after he allegedly assaulted a passenger, and that too in front of his family at Delhi's Airport Terminal 1. Air India Express, through their official handle X, has apologized and has declared immediate removal of their employee from official duties. The airline claimed that it has taken notice of the situation and they will be taking appropriate action pending through an investigation. The airline also said that it will remain fully committed in cooperating with the law enforcement agencies to ensure that there is a fair and a rigorous process that is followed. Now, let's get you as far as the statement by Air India Express is concerned. They have been, as the matter has been escalated to them, they have been saying that they regret this incident at Delhi Airport Terminal 1 and saying that they strongly condemn such kind of a behavior which is highly inappropriate. And the concerned employee, in this case the pilot, has now been removed from the official duties and saying that appropriate action would be taken after due investigation is carried out. The statement further says that they are now fully committed to ensure that there is a fair and a thorough probe. This is a statement coming from Air India Express. Now, as far as when it comes to the Ministry of Civil Aviation, meanwhile, has also taken cognizance of the passenger assault at Delhi Airport. Now, formal inquiry that has now been ordered on a pilot of Air India Express assaulting a passenger, with the Ministry of Civil Aviation taking serious cognizance of the incident and directing the airline to ground the pilot with immediate effect. A formal inquiry that has been ordered, detailed reports that has been sought from the CISF and also from the BCAS. Well, this developments is coming as Shivali. Shivali is connected with us right now. Shivali, this is something that is unheard of. Something like this, an incident happening at the Delhi airport. What exactly led to this scuffle or this assault? The passenger mainly, and we speak of the pilot, he's not exactly wearing a uniform to, have been identified him being a pilot of a certain airline. So what exactly happened at the airport?
So what we are learning through the post that has been posted on X by Ankit Devan, saying that the family was to travel to some other place and they had to go through a queue because they had a small infant in a stroller. They went through a different queue where supposedly it's the entry for just staff, airline staff and pilot. But as per him, he claimed that he was guided to that particular route, and when he noticed that people are cutting the queue and going across each other, he raised that flag, that issue, and that is when the pilot come into the picture and called him uneducated, unpad, quote unquote, and said he shouldn't have been in that queue, and that verbal spat escalated further and later went into a physical assault as claimed by the passenger. So now now what we have to also understand is that the passenger the whole incident, what has happened, is a shock, as he has claimed in the post as well, is a shock not to the family, but for the 7-year-old daughter that he has, as he said that she is traumatized. And apart from that, now that we are learning that Ministry of Civil Aviation has also taken cognizance of the matter and has asked for a detailed report from BCAS and CISF regarding the issue. We also have to see how this whole incident has happened, because the pictures that we are seeing on X
but
are
that would be
very
even more
brutal.
serious if, as according to the passenger, he's been claiming that he was made to write as far as a statement to say that the matter, he will not take it up to a high level or he will not escalate it. But this was necessary to come out with this kind of a conduct. If the pilot is in the wrong here, strict action needs to be taken. Now, there is a Delhi police connection here as well, because let's put out the details. They are now going to say that with reference to a social media post posted on platform X by Ankit Devan, alleging physical assault by an Air India Express pilot at Terminal 1 of the airport. No such matter has been reported to the police station either by Ankit or by the airlines. Now, the matter has come to the knowledge of the police through a social media post, and whenever a written complaint is received by the victim in this regard, appropriate legal action would be taken. Well, Priyank is with us right now. Priyank, does the police also have an option to take cognizance by themselves if there is no complaint that has now been taken up by either of the two parties?
No, in these kind of scenarios, since it's a highly secured zone, which is under the CISF also, and there are other parameters also, the Delhi police will prefer to wait for the complaint from the victim side. It is very important that the victim had to go to the police official and give a complaint. He can send it through email, or the message can be communicated to the concerned officers, and later on the formal proceeding can be done. But in this regard, the Delhi police has been claiming that so far they have not received any legal complaint towards the police station. If and when the complaint is given, certainly action will be taken.
All right. Remains to be seen if the complaint would be filed. But this is something, Priyank, that usually is something that is unheard of. But such kind of incident that has now been reported, the passenger says that the Air India Express pilot thrashed him. There are pictures of him bloodied, and he says that he was thrashed in front of his daughter there. The airline, however, has also responded. And here the passenger claiming that they were guided to use that particular security check-in line and that the staff uses since they were traveling with a baby in a stroller. But it seems that such kind of an incident there, Priyank, that is, it's unprecedented, something like this happening, and that to a passenger, a full-on bloodied fight taking place.
Certainly, Amita, never seen at the airport this kind of incident, but as you know, that these kind of incidences have been captured in the public eye whenever the videos have been coming into the public forum. But for legal action, certainly, this is a case of assault. This is a case of attempt to, assault someone with a very grievous force. And the kind of abuse which has happened in public area is also making to the sections of the penis which can be applicable on the other side. But certainly the MLC, which is a key factor for filing the FIR, cannot be an hindrance, because they have been clear-cut visual evidences of this kind of assault which has been captured on camera as well. So multiple things can come into fore, but for that, the victim has to go to the police. They have to give a written complaint so that the legal process can be initiated.
All right. Remains to be seen if a complaint